Well, hello, Lake Avenue Church. This is going to be a fun update today because I am sitting with the Michael Mitchell, who actually, as we're recording this, Michael, today is your birthday, isn't it?
It is. Big 41.
What a way to have your birthday in quarantine, but to be on this together, it's a treat. So I'm grateful that you took the time to do this. Michael, the reason I wanted the church to hear from you and talk with you is because you have served so faithfully for so many years with our Green Oak camping trip. In fact, I see that you are strategically placed there right now. I think I see my tent.
Probably.
Yeah, but obviously because of this pandemic season we're in, this is one of those sad, hard realities of this beautiful tradition at Lake Avenue Church that isn't going to happen as usual. But I've got to tell you, Michael, your innovation, the way the team has thought about how to capture some of the beauty, the history of Green Oak, and to go for it in a very different way in this season is incredible. And that's why I just want for a moment for the church to hear from you about how you're doing, number one, what the process was to get where we are, and what you're excited about this weekend. So tell me, as this pandemic became known, and specifically, I'm sure you started thinking of Green Oak right away. What were you feeling and thinking?
Well, I was optimistic. As I was talking to Chico, who's the head of the ranch, and we were like, no, we're not going to pull the plug. And he keeps saying, just wait, let's wait it out. Let's see how, because everybody was doing what they were being told to do, the distancing and the masks and trying to stay put. So we were like, okay, we were cautiously optimistic that maybe they would release, in time. And as it got closer and closer, they started talking about, well, maybe they'll get to the groups of 50 at some point this summer. And having to choose out of 550 people that normally go to Green Oak with us, I'm like, how do you pick 50 people to say you're the lucky 50? And while you're down here, you can't be within 6 feet of each other, so you have to have your own campfire. You have to eat by yourself, and so I was like, that really takes the whole purpose of Green Oak's togetherness away if you can't be with people even there, and so it's like, so we decided that instead of canceling it, let's see if we can do Green Oak from home and let people camp in their living room or in their yard or in their RV in their driveway. Wherever they can. And let's just have this weekend of togetherness. Even if we're not physically present, we can be virtually.
It's so beautiful, because I feel like that is one of the stories that God is writing for our church family and so many faith communities, that what feels like a season in which, because of the social distancing, that we actually are creating intimacy. It's just super different. And so I'm grateful for the way you guys and you made the choice to go for Green Oak at home. And I actually have this sense, I don't know if you have this sense, I think more people will be able to participate than ever before, which is really exciting.
Yes, I agree. That is exciting, because you can actually, wherever you are on your phone, you can even watch the campfire while you're at your own campfire, if you choose to. It really, it opens it up to a lot of people. A few years ago, I was talking to some people and they're, I loved Green Oak, but now they were like 75 and they were like, we can't go anymore because we can't sleep on the ground. We can't walk all over. And they were really reminiscing about how they used to go with their kids and they loved it and they wish they could go back. And this is like the 1 year that they can come back and enjoy, and when people are having financial hardships, this is a free event, so there's no cost, and you can be as interactive as you want. If you want to be a participant, we encourage that. I mean, we would love to have more participation than just, watchers. But, if you're not able to participate, you can still be a part of the group and really connect that way.
Hey, hook us a little bit? What does it mean to participate at Green Oak this year? Give us a highlight, some things you guys have in motion.
All right. So the highlight of the weekend, in my opinion, because I love America's Got Talent, it's one of my favorite shows. We're having a Green Oaks Got Talent, kind of talent show. And so people are able to record in advance different stupid human tricks. Maybe they're amazing singers. Maybe they can play an instrument. Maybe they do some stand-up, comedy. I don't know. But there's opportunities for you to record what your talent is and submit it. We're going to edit it together, and then we're going to air it Saturday night on the Green Oak YouTube channel that is somehow linked to Lake. We haven't worked that part out yet, but it'll be on the main, so you can follow along that way and watch this really cool show while you have dinner in your living room or outside if you're grilling or whatever. And so that's one of the events that I'm very excited about. The other one is we're doing a lot of interactive things like on Flipgrid, which is a nice platform that you can record short videos on. And there's going to be a little channel for people that want to talk about stories that impacted their life from Green Oak, fun memories that they have. They're going to be able to put up pictures from not only past Green Oaks, but their Green Oak for this year. And so all these virtual, camping photos and such from their living room and their yard and whatever, they're going to be able to post those. And we're going to have a virtual ice cream social on Sunday night. And, everybody who submitted something, we're going to put it all together and we're going to air it. And everybody could sit around and see what every other family was doing this weekend. And, but the Flipgrids are really cool because they're instantaneous. And so you can put them up, you can answer. We're putting up a topic of like your favorite recipes for grilling out or camping. And so people can kind of look in advance and maybe there's something that they want to be challenged to make themselves, that weekend. We're doing a virtual 5K. And so, trying to raise money because right now, Green Oak Ranch is going to be down $71,000 for this summer. And, I don't know, do we have a little bit of time to talk about the ministry of Green Oak and why we even go and support? And it's a great organization and they really, their success rate is amazing to get people off drugs and alcohol and give them a place to serve and feel loved. And, and they get to feel as they're a part of the, Lake Avenue Church family, and gives them encouragement. And so that's what they do year round, even though we're only there for the one weekend. Green Oak hosts all kinds of camps for kids that are in foster care all summer. And, there's a lot of amazing opportunities for people to go and be a part of Green Oak outside of Lake Avenue Church. And
can you remind us how many years Lake Avenue Church has been going?
Oh my goodness. This is number 36 consecutive years, which was another reason to push for the Green Oak at Home, because we don't want to end it with 36 and then just jump a year. It's like, we've been consecutive, we've been consistent, we've been faithful. We need to keep it going.
That's exciting. Well, and you're right. This is not a facility. This is a relationship for us as a
Absolutely.
church. And so whatever we can do as Lake Avenue Church to not just have our own experience of Green Oak, but to continue supporting this amazing ministry, this amazing organization. So, but with the virtual 5K, am I able to just virtually run? Do I have to actually run, Michael? I think I'm going to virtually run. Okay.
Well, you know what? You can download your bibs. We're going to have it online. We're going to design special bibs, and you can download your bib and put your own phone, not your phone number, your bib number. Maybe you can put yours on Russell and make him run twice.
Yeah. We'll do it. I'll make him do anything that will get me not running. So, And how do people find out all this information about how to participate on this upcoming weekend?
Oh, wonderful. So if you go to lakeav.org and it pops up, there's an event page, and we're in the process right now of finalizing the infrastructure, because there needs to be a website that you can upload your photos and videos and all this interactive stuff. So the infrastructure is almost ready. We also received a lot of emails saying, "Hey, we missed the T-shirt deadline," and so I went ahead and we're going to put those up on the website as well.
So the T-shirt deadline has been extended a little bit, and we can get that going.
Yeah, so exactly. So if you want a T-shirt from the weekend, because there are a lot of diehards that have collected T-shirts every single year they've gone, and so we wanted to make sure that there is still a fun Green Oak from Home T-shirt available for those who want to do that.
Well, thank you. We will do as those infrastructures and those links and all those things get developed. We will obviously, as the church, push those things out loud, and so everybody can participate. I'm so grateful for you and your leadership. This is not the ideal first year to be the top acorn, but man, Michael, I got to tell you, your leadership is clear, because what your heart and your desire for this congregation and for our community to continue in this is just amazing. Hey, quick question before we end. My son Russell and MJ are the same age. How is he doing? How is MJ doing in all this?
It's interesting, because we've been talking about the Green Oak from Home for a while, for the last 3 weeks, and it just dawned on him like a couple of days ago when I said we're going to get the tent out, and camp in the yard for Green Oak, and it finally connected to him that Green Oak from Home wasn't just like, because we consider Green Oak like a second home. It didn't dawn on him that we weren't legitimately going to Green Oak physically this year. And I'm not going to lie, it really was a rough little couple hours as it sunk in that, Green Oak from Home means our home, not going to our home at Green Oak. And so, but he's ready to see his classmates again. He's ready to see his teacher. He's ready to get to hang out with Russell instead of just doing the online Zoom meetings, thank goodness for the Zoom meetings, because it's so hard to be on lockdown, and I can't imagine as a 7-year-old being told they can no longer go to the park or the playground or see their friends, or, it's been rough.
And the reason I asked you that is because I've been thinking about what draws some of our church who are like, Green Oak at home, and I think I'll just take the year off. And our home is very similar. Our boys, this is a highlight of their year. And it has been a tough conversation. And I think one of the gifts that this church can give our kids, not just yours kid and my kid, but all of our kids that are struggling in this season, is to show up. Show up over this weekend. Participate. Send something silly or serious for the talent show. Add to the flip grids. Show up as best you can, because right now our kids need us to show up for them and give them this break, this experience that says the church is still here. Green Oak is still here. We see you, we love you. And so that's why I asked you that. And I think that we'll end with that. A challenge to our church to show up and to come camping with us over this weekend. And if not for yourself, do it for the kids.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you, Michael, so much. Happy birthday.
Thank you, and have a great day.